What's up guys, Tech Guys 56 here, and in today's video we were talking about a lot of new things that were announced, rumors, and a bunch of other tech news type stuff. So let's get into the video right now. Here we go. The first thing I'm talking about is the Blackberry's successor to the Z3, which right now is codenamed Blackberry Rio. So let's talk about the specifications and other rumors that were announced of this device right now. The Rio, or probably the Z4, will be announced in February, supposedly, and will be $300 and will have LTE connectivity. It will supposedly have a 5-inch display at 720p resolution, which is not the greatest, but is alright. It's at least about the same resolution as the iPhone 6, so it will have a dual-core Snapdragon S4 processor at 1.5 GHz, which is not the best processor, but is still alright. This processor was like in the S4, the S3, if I remember correctly, so this is not actually pretty old specifications in this phone, which is coming out 2015. It will have 2 GB of RAM, 16 or 32 GB of internal storage option. It will have a 8 megapixel rear-facing camera and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, so you can take pictures, selfies, do Skype chats, stuff like that. It will have a micro SD card for expandable storage. Also, it will have a 2,900 mAh battery, so you can probably get at least a day out of this device. It will be 9.5 millimeters thick, so it's a pretty thin device, not the thinnest, obviously, like the iPhone 6 and stuff like that, but still is a thin device, not too beefy, so it can still fit in your pocket without a problem. In comparison to the last year's Z3 model, this is a lot better. The last year's model was not even 720p, it was 940 by 540. So for the screen display resolution, so you are getting quite an upgrade. And now BlackBerry is still not a big company, but there's a lot of improvements to BlackBerry that's happened over the course of the year. Like now you can have Amazon applications, you can get Google Play applications, and you have BlackBerry's assortment of applications. So you can basically get 3 different app stores on your BlackBerry device if you do buy one, which is pretty good. Before you can only have 1 app store, and the app store was very limited. Now you have 3 app stores which have a wide variety of applications, but since this is a lower specified phone, running some of these applications may be hard considering they're not exactly meant for the BlackBerry. So I would definitely maybe watch some reviews and wait for a BlackBerry to come out, like a better one. Right now, I don't know how good BlackBerries are right now. A lot of people are saying that the applications they run, like the BlackBerry Classic, does not run the applications that well, even though the BlackBerry Classic is a very nice device, and I would definitely like to get it. But it doesn't have the great specifications, and BlackBerry OS is not that great so far. Hopefully they can update it and make it a lot better, and hopefully BlackBerry can come back in the race. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Sony Xperia Z4 Ultra and Z4 Compact. So let's get into the specifications and stuff like that of these two devices. The Z4 Compact will have a 4.7 1080p display, a Snapdragon 10 processor, which is a great processor, which is also 64-bit, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, while also having a 20.7 megapixel camera on the rear, also a 5 megapixel camera on the front. So if you're a person who likes to do a lot of videos or take a lot of pictures or take selfies or Skype chats, it's going to be a great phone because it does have a great camera on the front and the back of the device. It will also have water resistance and also have wireless charging. So if you're a person who likes to do wireless charging, this phone will have that feature. So it's a really cool feature actually. Just put it on a little hub and charge your phone. The Ultra, on the other hand, will have a 6.44 quad HD display, a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera, a 4 megapixel or a 4 GB of RAM, sorry, and also a stylus. So this phone's probably going to be trying to go after the Note 4 with the stylus, and also having some great specifications. Not the best camera, but for under Sony's offerings, but definitely has some good specifications, and probably going to be going after, like I said, the Note 4. It does have a huge display, almost 6.5 inches. So I don't know how big this phone's going to look. Maybe they'll make the bezels a lot thinner than they are already. Hopefully they will, so the phone's not completely huge. But we'll have to see and find out very soon. The next phone we're going to be talking about is the Xiaomi MI5, which is probably going to be the first cell phone to be released with a sapphire display, which is what the Apple Watch is made out of, and also what the iPhones were supposed to be made out of this year, rumored anyway, but were not actually true. But this is a 5.7-inch display, sapphire glass. So what sapphire glass does is a lot more resistance to scratches and cracking compared to regular glass like Gorilla Glass 3, and it definitely is going to be able to resist a lot more stuff like that. This device will also include a 2K display with a Snapdragon 810 processor, which is 64-bit. Also have 3 GB of RAM, and those are all the specifications that were announced about this device. And so far, this phone looks like it's going to be a great phone. Hopefully, it comes to the US, where there has not been any word on that yet, but we should find out very soon. The next thing we're talking about is that the Samsung Galaxy S6 has some leaked pictures and specifications, and right now I'm going to tell you guys what those are and show you those pictures here and all around. So the Samsung Galaxy S6 is allegedly supposed to have a 5.5-inch display that has a Quad HD resolution. Also, it's supposed to have a 20 megapixel rear-facing camera on the back and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. It's also supposed to be packing 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage, while having a Snapdragon 810 processor, or its Exynos chips could also be in it if you are in the European region. The Samsung Galaxy S6 is also expected to be announced at Mobile World Congress March of this year, so in 2 months this phone is supposed to be launched. Hopefully it is. This phone looks like it's going to be a great phone. Hopefully it's made out of metal. That's what people are saying. That's what the pictures are showing. Because the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 definitely is a great phone, and I love it mostly because it's made out of metal, and no Samsung devices before 2014 were made out of metal, and now they're making them out of metal. Definitely the quality of the phones are definitely gone up a lot. The last thing we're going to be talking about in this video is that the HTC M9 specs and pictures have been leaked, so I'm going to be talking about that right now. So let's get into this part of the video, the last part of this video. So the HTC M9 is supposed to have a 5-inch display that is 1080p resolution, supposed to have a Snapdragon 810 processor, 3 GB of RAM, and a 20.7 megapixel rear-facing camera, which is not ultra pixels, which is actually great because before they only have 4 megapixels on the back, which is also an ultra pixel camera, so you let in more light. But hopefully they do something else that makes it let more light but still have a high resolution or a high megapixel count like it is now. Supposedly it was to have a 20 megapixel camera on the back, which is going to be great because I feel like the older HTC M8 was lacking on picture quality, but hopefully this year's model will not be lacking like all the other years. It was also supposed to have a 13 megapixel front-facing camera or maybe a 4 ultra pixel front-facing camera, so it goes both ways. I kind of hope it's a 13 megapixel camera because they are a lot better, but maybe the 4 ultra pixel camera could be good as well. Let's see what they has to offer when it does come out very soon. The device is supposed to come out in March of this year in gunmetal, gray, gold, and silver, so hopefully this phone is another great phone. If it does, I definitely would love to get this phone if it is good like it was last year. Hopefully it is better than last year and has that same great design that I did last year, that all aluminum design, which is really great. Also, it's probably going to have boom sound speakers. That's one of the things that they're meant for, and definitely a great speaker for watching videos and stuff like that, and mostly all media. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. It's free. You can get to see whenever I'm making the videos just like this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to leave a comment down below talking about anything I talked about in this video, anything you guys want me to cover. Make sure you guys go enter my giveaway. It's going to end this Thursday. I'll be announcing the winner to the giveaway, so make sure you go enter before it's too late. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.